and we need to talk about weather. So with that, we need to bring in meteorologist Chris Mulcahy. Hello, Chris.
Hello, good day to you.
Good day to you. Finally dealing with some sunshine now. But
yeah.
The grounds are soaked there at Quail Hollow, we've heard.
Yeah, and things definitely trending a better direction, so I'm happy to say that.
Good
so
to hear.
for your PGA tournament today is going to be dry. It's also going to be a lot warmer, 86 degrees, so let's bring it up. We have our golf bag under the tree here, ready to go. Temperature is right around 90 degrees on Friday, so we're going to be really close to our first 90-degree high. Upper 80s on Saturday. Both those days are going to be humid as well, so 89 is actually going to be feeling like the lower 90s, so regardless if you hit 90 or not, it'll feel like 90. Then we're back to the mid-80s on Sunday. So this is still above average for this time of year. We should be about 80, so anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees above the norm. But also for this Thursday, I want to give you some nice improvements. The Drought Monitor, at one point about 3 months ago, had most of the Carolinas under an abnormally dry to a even severe drought status. So it just really depended where you were. But as you can see over the last months that we've slowly been seeing some improvements. But the most recent update that came down today, this is factoring data through Tuesday, is significant. So check that out. You're seeing a lot more gray on the map. The decrease that I've seen, it was about 3 months ago, North Carolina, 89% of the state was under an official drought. That number is now under 13%. So I'm really happy to say that even though it hasn't been the best weather for our golfers out there, at least it was some much needed rain. So the lawns will like it more. Just sadly, you're going to have to mow more if you have a lawn. High temperatures today, as I mentioned, the mid-80s. You have 76 degrees, not too bad, still feeling humid. So a little bit more details to your golf forecast as we're completing the hour. We're looking at temperatures in the lower to the mid-80s. I just think you have more clouds to end the day. So moving on, I think any rain, if we do see it, will be in the mountains. But for the most part, we just see more clouds to end the day. But by tomorrow morning, it's going to be a cloudier day. Any rain that we see for tomorrow, notice how you're seeing a little bit of green. There is a chance that we could have a light rain shower to start off the day, maybe a mist or drizzle. But then most of the day looks like it's going to stay dry. Any disturbance will remain off towards the north. But on Friday and Saturday, this is going to be sneaky warm, 89 to 88 degrees. So I just want you to keep that in mind. It's more humid than the last 88 we had in April 5th. So this is kind of sneaky hot. Don't overexert yourself. If you have a dry throat, I always say that's your time to drink water. That's your body telling you that I'm starting to head into the path of dehydration. Very simple, but that is the best, I think, telltale sign. That's usually number one that we have. Tomorrow, 89, but it's also 93 around the Chesterfield area. How we feel is going to be kind of in that uncomfortable range during this point. So as you're going to be going to the tournament, keep that in mind. But I also want to show you this detailed look for your Friday. Realistically feeling like the lower 90s throughout the afternoon, even though we're only in the upper 80s. Cruising forward for our rain chances as I complete our forecast leading up to this. Check this out. This is a classic pattern that you see actually a severe weather event to the northwest. Well, sometimes it keeps on going. And I think it's going to unravel, not a severe weather event once it reaches us, but this could bring us some rain on Saturday morning. So maybe early on, it could affect day 3 of the tournament. Should clear out, and we should have a drier afternoon. Another chance for rain heading into the evening. As far as amount of rain, seeing a lot of zeros on there. So drier for Charlotte, which is okay because we've had enough rain recently.
Yeah, no doubt. Why is this 88 stickier than last month's 88? How does that work?
It's mainly just because we're adjusting the jet stream. So typically during the springtime, it's drier anyways. We don't really have the tropical moisture that's starting to blossom. So as everything starts to warm up, including the Gulf, the Atlantic, that moisture, what happens when you heat things up, it rises up. So the warmer you get, the more evaporation you have from those waters. That's more moisture in the atmosphere, and that's why we typically have a lot more mugginess and moisture in the air as we head towards summer. So it's just kind of the rite of passage. We just have the right setup since we're warming up so much. It's also blasting in more moisture because the warmer you are, the more moisture the air can hold.
Okay, very good. And the 7-day, if we wanted, Carlene and I were talking about washing our cars, so we need to know, will it last a while?
Yeah, check it out. Let's bring up our Guide Roofing 7-day forecast, wrap this up with a bow. We're actually looking at, I think, a dry trend because I don't really anticipate too much rain. I think on Sunday and Monday you're going to be okay. Tuesday really trying to be dry. It's really not until next Wednesday. Wednesday is the next day that I think for sure it's going to rain. So they already have a 60%, which is likely that you're going to have that rain, but still staying warm. But the end of next week we will have the upper 70s. So your guy roofing definitely looking more like a June roofing forecast compared to a May one. So all in all, that's one thing that you need to know. Expecting I think maybe a break from the rain for most part for the Charlotte area. The Charlotte FC game, there's an outside chance that a storm could develop, but right now it is trending to be dry.
Do you golf?
I attempt to, Carlene. I enjoy being out there on the golf course. I like the things that come along with it.
Right.
But I feel like I spend most of my time looking for my ball than actually golfing.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
We're not all of us can be Jordan Spieth.
But
I'll also be Scotty.
I will say there's the one time I've ever hit it on a par 3 onto the green was one of the greatest feelings.
Yes.
So a good shot in golf, I understand why you keep on playing.
It's such a triumph.
Oh man, yeah. No, and having my said child has taken some golf time away, and that's not a complaint whatsoever.
Right.
But I'm hoping that once he gets a little bit older, to maybe get him out there. So maybe if I start him with golf earlier, he won't deal with the adult tribulations of losing more balls than you actually have. So
right.
Yeah. No, I love golf. I'm not a big watch it on TV. Going to a tournament like the PGA at Quail Hollow is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you're just golfing on your own because you want to get into the spirit of it, just drink plenty of water and hopefully it stays on the fairway.
Good advice. I missed part of the convo. You're bringing out little boy. Is he starting?
No, she asked me if I was good at golf, and I said I was atrocious. And I'm hoping that once JT gets older, that maybe I can. I won't teach him. My friends will teach him to be a good golfer. Because those that start early are fantastic.
Yes. I mean, Tiger started when he was 3 or 2.
No, the other day I got a hole-in-one.
What?
Putt-putt.
Oh, putt-putt, yeah.
I know it's not the PGA. I know it's not the
But
LPGA.
weren't you celebrating?
I was pumped.
Totally.
Were there windmills involved?
No,
Oh, that's okay.
It was it was at the Puttery, so it had
Nice.
Oh,
little fake
nice.
cactuses and
Yes.
things like that. So
That's a fun place.
It was like I was outside.
They say putt for dough, so that's where it counts.
But yeah, my
Drive for show,
Yeah.
putt for dough.
Yeah.
I have to just give a shout out. I think it's called High Seas Golf, mini golf.
Okay.
Yeah, it's off the Charlotte Highway in Fort Mill. This is one of the best places. That it literally is has a pirate ship in the middle of it.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I've seen that.
That's my only hole-in-one in Charlotte history was at that one. But the cool thing is you can pay, and you get if you pay once, you can play multiple rounds.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so if you're feeling like 36, 48, whatever whatever those numbers are, yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah, I've never made it past one, but it's an option. So I'm just saying, if you're into the Carlene mini golf, which I love that, I'm
fun.
okay at that.
I'm about